Alright, hey Neil. Hopefully this is working. It's the first screencast I've ever done. Um, so I'm going to walk you through what should be done to move those bars up into our main navigation area, and then how we can go through and bind the different tabs to the search results for the PID. So first, obviously, we're going to go through and we're going to open the PPCLand project. As soon as that loads. So I think the first thing that's good to do is we're going to create some space up here so we can actually move our bars into the main nav area. The easiest way to do this is if you go ahead and click on this help thing and you hit escape, you see it'll highlight its containing element, and then escape one more time will select that entire upper area. And if we go over here to properties on the right hand side, and let's make the height in pixels 90. Hit enter, and now you see we've got some extra room up there. The other thing that I think we should do as well is go down to this vertical align, and rather than having it be in the middle, let's make a vertical align top just to give us some extra space. You can leave it in the middle if you'd like, but yeah, just for the extra look. And then I'd go back here and click on this containing banner, this menu banner. And same there, let's make that vertical align top. So now you see we have some space here which we can plop our search. So over here in the property tab, click on that search PID form and go ahead and drag it and place it right below the help page. And same with owner, go ahead and select that and drag it and drop it right below. And then we can go over to the log tab and simply delete the search PID there. In the title, we can delete the search PID there. And you see these things aren't quite styled correctly. So select the search, and then if you scroll down, let's set the caption size for these to be 135. That'll give the appropriate room for the caption and also shrink the bar down a little bit since we're just typing a few characters. And again, with the search owner, you scroll down to caption size on the right hand side, 135. I think that should give sufficient space. You can see the full caption and there's still plenty of room there to type. So now I'm just going to go ahead and save that. And so now we get to go to the meat of this, in which we're going to bind each of these to filter with this PID up there. So property is already bound to our PID search, so we don't necessarily need to worry about that one. But first let's do owner. We can leave it so they can search by owner or PID. So if you go over to your model tab, your services tab, it's on the left there, and click on this owner live variable 1. There you go, it should be at the top of the list there. And then on the right hand side, scroll down until you hit this data tab, and go ahead and click on the data tab. And here we're going to set a filter. We're going to bind a filter to this data grid, and you see it right now, it's already currently bound on the search owner. We're going to go ahead and leave that, and we're going to add an additional binding to it. So you click this little binding icon, looks like a little chain, and it pops up this this dialog box here. So on the left hand side, under this properties menu, go ahead and expand this property and then scroll until you see property ID, and go ahead and select property ID. So what we're telling it here is to this filter that we're setting up is going to be based on the property ID associated with each of these owners. And then over here on the right, we got to tell it where it's going to find that filter value. And go ahead and select search PID on the right hand side and click bind. And close. So that one's currently bound down to both of those. So next, in the log tab, go over and click on our status variable 1 on the left hand side, status live variable 1. And again, scroll down on the right hand side to the data tab. And we're going to go ahead and delete this binding because we deleted the this particular search. So we're going to go ahead and delete that binding and set up a new binding, clicking on that binding icon again. And then here on the left hand side, expand the property drop down and select the property ID. And then we're going to go ahead and bind it to that same search PID string there. Click bind. Go ahead and close that. And then we can do the same thing with the title. So on the left hand side again, go ahead and select that title live variable 1. Scroll over here to the right, select data, delete the existing binding, and then click on the binding icon to set up a new binding. On the left hand side, expand the property attribute drop down, select the property ID to assign the field in which it's going to bind to, and then again on this right hand dialog, the search PID string will link those two filters, and then hit bind, close, and let's save that. I think it's as simple as that. Go ahead and give it, run it here, and it should be up and running. As soon as it's done building the preview here, we'll log in. Let our database load. Give it some clicks here. Alright, database is loaded. So you see up here, this PID still works. PID of 2. See, our owner is filtered to PID of 2. Our log has been filtered to PID of 2. And I'm assuming if there was a title associated with PID 2, it would be there. So now you see that I deleted that search, and you go back to log, and all the logs are there. All the owners are there. All the properties are there. And then just to make sure, let's go ahead and search by owner, just to make sure this still works, and we'll choose Mendoza. As you can see, as I start typing, that's filtering out. So I think that's accomplishing what we wanted it to. Yeah, I hope this screencast was useful to help walk you through it. And if it's not, go ahead and send me an email, and I can maybe give you some written instructions, or we can go through it on the phone. All right, thanks, Neil.